what an eventful week 3 of the preseason, maybe the most memorable of all time. But I want to know who won the week. I'd have to go and say Darius Geis because he was back. He got some action. It was early in preseason week 3 action, but he was out there and he looked confident. And they didn't just give him the ball a couple times and say, sit down, young fella. They gave him the rock 11 times, 11 carries, or sorry, 12 touches for 48 yards in the first half against the Falcons. He stiff-armed Isaiah Oliver. I loved seeing that. He gave Keanu Neal a little bit of hell out there. Yeah. So to me, first action ever coming off that knee injury. I feel like the Redskins are looking to circle their wagons around something, some sort of optimism. They maybe thought Dwayne Haskins would win the job, and then, you know, the receivers, the other stuff that's going on. I feel like the run game for them will be a bright spot. And if you have Darius Geis healthy and Adrian Peterson healthy and Chris Thompson catching out the backfield, they're going to compete for the best backfield in the NFL.
Darius Geis' high school coach called him the ball of butcher knives. Start using that. It's an incredible. We're all rooting for Geis. They look good. You talked about looking for some optimism. That's why I think the Tennessee Titans won the week. I am so excited for them. I like this team. I always have a lot of fun with their fan base. But I look at some of the best days that the Titans have ever had as an organization. We go to January 8th, 2000. Of course, the Music City Miracle. We know it. And Lorenzo Neal and Frank Reich. And that's a great day for them. January 6th, 2018. They go into Arrowhead Stadium, and they win a playoff game with Marcus Mariota. He throws himself a touchdown pass. And another great day for the Tennessee Titans. Guys, August 24th, 2019. There he is. Andrew Luck retires. He walks away. Make a statue, hang a banner for the Titans. Why? Because, as you know, Andrew Luck would play them all the time. He's in the same division. Never, ever lost to the Tennessee Titans. 11-0. He is finally gone. Let's take a look at some of those memories of Andrew Luck. Let's go back to the very first one, week 8 of 2012. He's out there as a young man, throwing back across the field to number 33. It looks like Dominic Rhodes, but he was gone by then. Colts win, guys. No big deal. 19-13. Week 13. Look at Andrew Luck, fresh-faced in the hero shot. Week 11 of 2013. Watch this. Oh, what an athlete. Tennessee Titans doing it again. Spike it, Andrew. How about week 4 of 2014? Is he going to go to Cubby Fleener? You know he is. Touchdown, walk-in. And then the very last time Andrew Luck ever played the Titans, this is a win-and-in situation. Week 17 last year, he does it again. It was such domination. I start to think almost the Titans even like it, okay? Your safe word is retirement, guys. It is over. You want to say for the boys, for the boys. No, this is for the man. And the man was Andrew Luck. Anytime Tennessee played him, the Titans turned into the Titanic. They ran into this big, white, immovable mass that was ice cold and sunk. Andrew Luck is done. Go have a nice life now. I'm happy for the Titans. The healing can begin. You win.
Jacoby Brissett doesn't want to hear that.
I know.
Jacoby Brissett's going to have extra pressure.
They've beaten the Colts. They've beaten Brissett. They haven't beaten Luck. Maybe never will.
Well said, KB. You guys know how I feel about duos. I love duos. I feel like an iconic duo can last a lifetime. You know, it's Tom and Jerry, Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy, Batman and Robin. And I feel like Big Ben has always had duos in his lifetime. You know, Antoine Randall and Hines Ward, Plexico and Santonio Holmes, A.B. and, I don't know, whoever, Emmanuel Sanders, Mike Wallace, Juju, Le'Veon. And now the big question is, what is Big Ben going to do without Le'Veon Bell, without A.B.? Now he found a duo.
He's got one?
This past preseason game, I saw a duo that is going to be one of the best in the game. And it starts with Juju Smith-Schuster. That connection is already flourishing. He's going to look for Juju. He's going to connect with Juju. Him and Juju are going to be that type of duo that dominates from week 1 all the way up until the playoffs. But the big question is, who's going to be the Juju in this offense? Mr. James Washington was out there doing his thing. Mason Rudolph was dropping dimes to his former teammate. So for me, I'm looking at Juju Smith-Schuster and James Washington as the new duo for Big Ben. And these guys are going to hold down the fort. Oh, not to mention, they got James Conner in the backfield. I don't know if you're paying attention to the way he was running, but he looks good. So shout out to those Steelers and those skill players. You don't have to talk about Lev and AB anymore. You guys already got the goods.
So you like what you're seeing. See, I look at how much they're playing him in the preseason, and I'm worried about it because Moncrief isn't. So I thought Moncrief might be the guy next to Juju, but you think it's Washington.
It's a good thing that James Washington is stepping up because he needed to get these reps in.
Love it.
I look at the Steelers, and we said how we haven't been talking much about the Steelers, that they might be Super Bowl contenders that we're not even giving enough credit to because they have all these young stars. I look at the Ravens, and they won the division last year. I even look at the Bengals, who have looked good this preseason. And then I come to the Cleveland Browns in the AFC North. And there may be no bigger talking point on our show and on all of the networks than the Cleveland Browns offense. Yeah. Baker Mayfield waking up dangerously. You've got, obviously, Odell and Jarvis. You've got this backfield loaded with talent. You even have Njoku, the tight end, who everyone seems to love. But my winner for Week 3 was a unit that absolutely dominated another one on Friday night. Let's go to the Browns defensive line. We're going Browns defensive, because all the Odell talk, we don't talk enough about Larry Ogunjobi.
Right.
Guys, Jameis Winston had a horrendous night on Friday night because he was under duress from go. And what I didn't realize, and maybe that's to the fault of my own, was how good this defensive line is, dominating other offensive lines this entire preseason. If this team is going to do anything this season, these are all the sacks of Jameis alone. Yikes. Jameis Winston in a preseason game was sacked 5 times by the defensive line of the Cleveland Browns. Guys, in a preseason
Uncle
game.
Bruce doesn't take him out?
No, and that was not, he only played a couple drives.
All right.
Look at this defensive line, guys. Olivier Vernon has earned his stripes in this league. Sheldon Richardson has been around and done it. Myles Garrett is a first overall pick. And Larry Ogunjobi is one of these guys who has been in the league for 3 years and has gotten better and better and better. We could talk all you want about Baker Mayfield and the smile that he flashes, or Odell or Jarvis. If this Browns team is going to compete in the AFC North and in the AFC as a whole,
talk about it.
Might be those 4 guys. The new, I don't want to say something. I don't want to give them,
Go ahead, say it.
I'm not giving them a nickname yet. You don't get the New York Sack Exchange. You don't get the Purple Pee-Pee Eaters. You don't get the Fearsome Foursome.
Steel Curtain, you don't get none of that?
You don't get Steel Curtain yet.
Are we all witnesses?
But there might be something. There might be something in the works. That foursome right there might be the crew that gets it done.
So a more complete team than most people think.
This defensive line is good.
Love that. Can I interest anybody in a Hard Knocks preview?